Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Friday the 1st of June 2018. I'm Darren Sinden, and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, overnight changes and price moves to be aware of then. It's month end, or it was month end, and so I thought we should just take a quick look at how things have fared over the prior 30 days. Big movers in the world of FX majors were the Mexican peso, which moved by around 4.52% against the US dollar, and the Brazilian real, a change of 6.14% in the month of May, again against the US dollar. Not a good month for either Bitcoin or Ethereum, as you can see. And if we turn our attention to overnight moves, the dollar has made gains against both the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc, so strengthening against two safe haven currencies there. As far as dollar index is concerned, no real change. 94.15 trading this morning, little change if any, as I say, from yesterday's opening. And in terms of the biggest daily move, the dollar has made 1.74% against the South African rand overnight. Right then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. We have the ongoing G7 meeting. Be aware of that, of course. We've already had a speech earlier this morning from FOMC member Kaplan, and Caixin manufacturing PMI data for May from China. Another modest beat there, so the second set of positive PMI data out of China this week. To come at 7:55, we'll have market manufacturing PMI data for May out of Germany. That'll be followed at 8 o'clock by the same data for the wider Eurozone, and accompanied by GDP data for Q1 out of Italy. Quite topical really that should be out given events overnight, which we'll look at momentarily. 8:30, it'll be the UK's turn to report market manufacturing PMI data for May, and then we leap forward to 12:30, the main item on today's menu, the non-farm payrolls data for May, including average hourly earnings, the unemployment rate and labour force participation. That'll be watched very closely as ever. 12:55, we'll get our second central banker speech, and this time it's FOMC member Neil Kashkari that'll be speaking. 13:30 this afternoon sees us hop over the border to Canada for their market manufacturing PMI data for May, and then back to the US at 1400 for the ISM manufacturing PMI and ISM prices paid data for May. And at 1700, if you're still in the market, you can watch the Baker Hughes US oil rig count. Right, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, the US has imposed controversial steel and aluminium tariffs on the EU, the UK, Canada and Mexico, very much reigniting trade war fears in the minds of investors. The Italian president has relented and has invited coalition parties to present and form a new government for the country that could be sworn in later today. Japan's manufacturing growth has fallen to a 7-month low, data for May reveals. And back into Europe and to Spain, and Spanish PM Rajoy faces a no confidence vote today in Madrid, and it's a vote that he looks likely to lose. So just as things calm down in Italy, trade war fears reignite, and the Spanish political scene gets more complicated again. So food for thought then, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. Why not think about this? Today's US unemployment data could help to influence expectations around Fed rate policy going forward. US employment continues to rise, but average hourly earnings remain under pressure. And we can see that here in the chart with the blue line is US employment and the dotted grey line average hourly earnings. But could we see that trend change today? And an uptick in earnings and a dip in unemployment, a continued dip in unemployment that would be read as a bullish for interest rates going forward. It'll be interesting to see what the outcome is. Right then, risk warning time. Please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leveraged products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.